it's Millionoia, and welcome back to another art talk video. We're presenting the art differently this time in order to hopefully help y'all see the art better, and then this time you'll be able to see my handy dandy mouse, so that way I can point things out better. I'm gonna get better at doing like the pointing stuff and the fading in and everything like that to discuss certain things. But this is kind of a test run to see how they show up, so I'm super excited. I was going to record this yesterday, but I did get 2 new kittens. One is a female tortoiseshell cat named Brulee, and then the other one is a male tuxedo cat, and his name is Sock. So they're both very cute, very sweet kitties. And then Storm's getting used to them. She's not aggressive or anything towards them, she's just she seems scared more than anything, so hopefully she gets used to them soon. So let's go ahead and get started. So for the first one, I decided to do a half body drawing outside of the chibi form for myself for the first time. So as you can see, I'm not good at shading, so do apologize for that, but you can see the outfit from the back for the first time. So the back of the outfit is just pretty basic, more of a low cut in the back, and then the shirt is very flowy, and then we have the dress, and in this type of form where it looks more like I'm dancing, the skirt is going to be more form-fitting around the top and then flow at the bottom, so I really do like that. And then of course this arm has the long sleeve and the other arm has the short sleeve that you can't see because of the hair and everything on this one. So for the fingers, what we haven't been able to see before is that I have rings on all of my left hand, and then I have a bracelet that we have seen on my right hand. And then something else that we haven't been able to see is the color of my nails. So I've thought about it before, and I thought that really dark nails would be really nice. You're also able to see more of the ruin-like cracks that are in stone on my skin much better, and they're all throughout my body, so on my hands, my arms, my face, my neck, back, so they're everywhere just to show the aging process of being a rune siren. I really liked this pose because it had a more of a dancer-like pose. I do love to dance. I'm not the best at it, but I do like the fact that not only do I draw people in with my voice, but I do also draw them in with my movements. So you find me in the ruins. It can kind of scare you in some ways if you just hear someone singing to you. So if you think about like that nice, gentle, captivating movement of a dance, it's gonna lock you in. So that's something that I really like, because I don't want to see myself as scary, but I want to see myself more as captivating while I draw you in. So that's something that I really liked about it. And then we can see the mask flowing down and everything, so I really do like this pose for her, and we can see how her hair goes down, and the shorter hair stays over there. So I really like it. I think it turned out very well for the first more full body version of her, and I really like how she looks in both forms, which is very good. So I hope y'all like her too. Now on to the next one. So the next one is another pixel art. I saw one of these like circles around different poses for chibi designs, and I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to do it myself, and I am absolutely in love with how it turned out. So first I wanted to go ahead and do a more mage-like vibe for this, because I do play a lot of games that do have wizards and mage classes within it, so it's a good thumbnail picture that I wanted to draw, and I really love how it turned out. So for this one, as a mage, I thought thought it would make the most sense to be a mage that uses earth. So we have the different stones within the ruins that are being summoned from the staff that also has the similar design, and then it's just a basic wooden stick. But I think that makes the most sense because there shouldn't be anything that brings too much attention to it, because the main prize that you're finding in the ruin is her, is myself. So you shouldn't be like looking at other things in the ruin that would like catch your attention. You don't want someone stealing my staff. So that is something that we don't want. So that is why it has the more basic, but it does have like a very shiny stone like top. As for this drawing, you can see more of the white speckles that are on the shirt. I was unable to draw my ionic column necklace on this one, just because there was not enough space with the pixel art size that I did for it, which sadly, but that's okay, because we have other design parts of the ruins within it. I'll just make sure to do a bigger canvas size next time, that way so it fits. Still learning with the pixel art and seeing which canvas size is the best, but also where you can see all of the pixel art designs. So while we're learning that, that's just how it's gonna be, but yes. So you can definitely see more of the designs. You can see the more emerald jewel on the chest. See how it goes. I do like the little wink that I'm doing, as well as like my fingers going in, and then the bracelet and everything. I really like this pose. I think it's very captivating and very cute. I feel like for sure if I found myself in the ruin and I just hit you or myself with that wink, I would be captivated for sure. So I really do like this picture. It will be used for thumbnails regarding anything that does use a mage class. Mage class is my favorite in most games. So you'll probably see it a lot at first until I draw new art. But I really, really, really love how this one turned out. I think it looks really, really cute. And I hope y'all like it too. The next one is something different from what I have done before. So I usually focus on character design because I really love it, but I wanted to focus more on backgrounds this time because I don't draw them often, and I didn't want to draw my first background with like a character that I drew or came up with. So I really wanted to do pixel art for a background and then draw my favorite animal, which is a mole. So moles do live in gardens, so it did give me the opportunity in order to draw a lot of flowers, and also draw the patio, like I think they're called gondolas in the background. Maybe not a gondola. What is it called? Gazebo. Okay, yes, they're called a gazebo. Sorry. So I did draw a gazebo in the background. The gazebo does have a big bush of flowers that are flowing down from it. And then a cute little chair and a table, and then I got to draw the wood design. There's a little mound of dirt in which the mole is coming out of because moles do like dirt. But they live in gardens and other wild areas that have a bunch, well, not only dirt, but also just have a lot of wildlife within it, in terms of like plants and things like that. So I love roses. My favorite flowers are actually hydrangeas, so obviously I had to draw those and put them in there. And then the cute little mole. If you didn't know, moles have like more tan parts on their hands, and then they're like a nice dark brown color. There are, dark grayish brown. There are different types of moles. There's more like grayer ones than these ones. There's brown ones like this, and then there's something called a golden mole, which has a more blonde color. All of them are beautiful. I love all types of moles, but I wanted to draw the more basic one for this one. They really do have big sharp claws, and I wanted to come out of a big amount of dirt just so it really pops. So it has like a very big area where it just comes out of nowhere, and then it's in this beautiful garden. So I'm very happy with how the background turned out. For this one, I did follow what I was trying before in terms of using the darker colors instead of black, of the color that I'm going to use for the drawing in order to outline different parts of the drawing. So I do like how it turned out. I think it definitely looks better in my eyes than I think it would look if it was black, just because it gives that background. Like the grass had to be like this and not outlined anyway, so I think it really, instead of setting each part apart, I think it really brings it all together. So I really love it. I think it's really cute. I think it suits the mole very well. I was very happy to draw my favorite animal. I think moles are the cutest. Of course, this mole looks gigantic just because it's so close. But moles are really small, really cute. You can't see their eyes, so that's why I didn't draw them here. They have really tiny, beady black eyes. But they have nice white whiskers and cute little pink noses. So I was very happy to draw them this time. And I really hope how that y'all like how it turned out. I liked drawing like the nice blue sky and all the different types of bush plants. That's really what I went with this time instead of just regular flowers, just bush flowers. So, and then of course all the different types of bushes that grow. So, very happy about it. On to the next one. So the last drawing, I have been talking about how I've been trying to draw male anatomy for the first time in a long time. So I found a bunch of different male poses in which I attempted to draw, and all of them were very muscular. Not really like semi-muscular like some characters. So since it was like the first time that I was drawing it and I was kind of like going along with what the original kind of outline was, I decided that I wanted to draw more muscular Haikyu characters, so that would fit the body type. So for the one that was most muscular, I had to draw Asahi. Now, they all have bandanas, or not bandanas, sorry. They all have blindfolds over their eyes because I attempted to draw the male eyes so many times and it looked so bad each time that I just couldn't. I wanted to go ahead and get this out. So I will definitely be practicing male eyes. So we might see a drawing come out that's just all male eyes. No body, but I wanted to go ahead and draw them. I was able to draw the rest of them, just not the eyes, so I did finish drawing the face and everything. So we can start with Asahi. So of course the Karasuno colors of orange and to the grayish black, his man bun with the headband, because that is my favorite hairstyle of his from season 3. And then of course Asahi is more muscular, so he has the muscular arms. You can see how the outline of the chest is, and then the little collar on the Karasuno uniform, and then he is number 3. And then we have the Japanese characters for Karasuno there, and then the kicks symbol. So I really do like it. I think it does look like Asahi, which is good. I copied like the more jawline that they have, and then how the ears look. In the anime, the ears are more pointy like this, but I drew the more normal ears for Asahi because I don't see them as pointy as everyone else. And also I just wanted to practice normal ears. So this is how he turned out. I really like it. He has that muscular vibe. And like he has in the anime like put his hand behind his head and kind of like scratch his head before, so I thought that he fit that pose the best. The next one is my favorite from Fukurodani, is Akashi. Now, with a more broader build, it probably would have made sense to draw Bokuto more. However, Akashi is still pretty built, so since I like him, I decided to draw him. Please ignore this hand. It is like absolutely atrocious, but I did my best. But other than that, very more muscular arms, the muscular build. Of course, the shirt is loose fitting more, so it's gonna look like that. But his hair, his more thicker eyebrows, and then the signature I don't care look that Akashi has. Their uniforms are also a more like darker gray, and then they have the yellow kind of stripe-like pattern on them. Akashi is number 5, and then he also has the kick sign, but these ones are in black, and then Fukurodani is on there. So I think this one looks a lot like Akashi in terms of the face and then the pointy ears. Just had to, of course, put the the blindfold on to save him and actually make him look like it. But I really like how he turned out. I'm very happy with like the faces of each of them, and I actually didn't like go into pictures and like color match. Like I just looked at the colors and tried to match them as best as possible, so I'm actually really happy with how it turned out in terms of actually looking like the characters. But yeah, and then I tried to draw male fingernails without having them look weird, but did my best in that aspect. But yes, this is Akashi. I'm very happy with how he turned out. He looks very cute. And then the last one, I originally wanted to draw Kinma because Kinma is my favorite. However, this one is too muscular, like the outline that I did, and I tried to make it was actually much more buff than this one in the beginning. However, I did bring it down a little bit, but I felt like it was still too buff for Kinma, so I decided to do the next best person, my boy Kuro. So I did end up drawing Kuro, his signature smirk. His eyes were the ones that turned out the worst. So I did have to take that off, but of course we got his signature long bangs and very spiky hair, the pointed ears that the Haikyu artist likes to draw, and then of course Nekoma High has the red and also the grayish black outline. They also have collars, so I drew that as well, and then the black stripes. Kuro is number 1 because he is the captain, and then of course Nekoma. And then they don't have the kicks one on their uniforms. Instead they have like this nice one right here. I had to like zoom in really good and like really copy the design multiple times in order to get this to look semi-right. But overall, and then all of them are just wearing like basic shorts. Since it's already small, I didn't see a point in like drawing their legs out on each other. So yeah, I'm very happy with how they turned out. This is my first time drawing men in years, like a lot of years. So I'm actually happy that they actually look like the character, because I really wanted to do Haikyu justice, because it is my favorite anime with a bunch of male characters. And I really do like it right now. I still haven't finished it. I'm on season 4, but we're almost there. But I really do love the anime, and I really do love how the characters look, so I really did want to do them justice for this. So I'm very happy that they look like their character a lot. It is really fun drawing the outfits. Like, you would think that it might be like basic to draw the volleyball uniforms. However, I had a lot of fun doing like the cool designs on them. So if you want like basic, I guess, design practice, or like a design that has like a bunch of sharp lines, I think would be, and like different like color blotches, I think that drawing like the different uniforms would be really cool. And you could just like look up volleyball uniforms in general, and they're kind of the same. Of course, they don't look like these ones with like the collars and everything. Probably more like Fukurodani from what I've seen. And it seems like volleyball colors have more bright colors now for their uniforms from what I was seeing. But they still have like the blocks and everything, so you can draw them on a female character, a male character. But I think they're really good beginner clothing learning. It was definitely really fun to draw it on the different musculature of them and like get that in there. So I'm really happy with how the Haikyu boys turned out. I will definitely be focusing on the eyes, but I did write their names in both English and in the hiragana. So yeah, very happy about it. I hope y'all liked all of the art today. I am drawing more art that actually is not people. So there'll be more art that is not character design wise because I'm just trying to learn how to do more. But I've also been playing Pokemon Legends ZA, and I thought it would be a really cool idea to make characters that are based off Pokemon. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I did practice it a bit with Lurantis because she is my favorite Pokemon, but I want to do a bunch of different Pokemon. I'll also be making a video as soon as I finish Pokemon Legends ZA, just to let everybody know what I think about it, because I am still going through it. I am enjoying it a lot right now, but I do want to go over it, show you all the screenshots of my character and my Pokemon team, because I have changed a lot of outfits and I have changed my Pokemon a lot. So I hope y'all enjoy that, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank y'all so much for watching, and if you like it, please like and subscribe. Bye-bye!